Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the inaugural episode of Quick Hits with Pat and Digz, the greatest NFL show on the internet.
Woo!
Him and I will be talking all the latest news, all the latest projections. We'll be giving out some gambling advice, things like that. We will be doing a show that no other place is doing a show like.
Nope.
Nuh-uh.
None of
We
them.
can do and say things that the big networks cannot say.
Like, for instance, this is sponsored by a gambling website.
Big shout out Mybookie. Appreciate for making this happen. With that being said, Pat, do you have anything to say?
Promo code PAT. Get a 100% match on your deposit at Mybookie.ag, up to $1,000. They're giving money away. We'll give you the picks to make the bets on. Bang, we're off and running. Thanks for having me, Digz. It's an honor to be a part of your show.
It's an honor to be here, Pat. We will be coming to you live every Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. on all the networks.
For the time being.
For the time being.
It might come down to Wednesday, probably Monday, Tuesday by the end of the year.
We're going to start off going live every Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Awesome.
I think we should get to it.
With that being said, let's get to it.
Oh, Dave Letterman.
Only one big news story today, really. Nike came out last night. They were making Colin Kaepernick the official spokesman for the 30th anniversary of the Just Do It campaign. The slogan on the picture with his name is, "Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything."
Yep.
Thoughts,
They were
Pat?
talking about believing in the racial injustice, even though it sacrificed his career.
Correct.
People were upside down about this, Digz.
A lot of people on the internet were burning their $27 Nike dad
Monarchs,
shoes.
the Spice Adams
Pretty
dad
much their
shoes.
grass cutting shoes. I didn't see any expensive Nike Off-Whites or anything like that being burned. It was basically grass cutting shoes.
I would like it to be known that I'm wearing Adidas shoes today, and that is not a statement. Pharrell made these, so that means something. He's wearing Nike, so we're kind of in. But when these people were burning these Monarchs, Digz, did any one of them think about the hours and hours that took children overseas to make those shoes? No. Just burning all their hard work?
Basically, they were standing up for the flag and throwing the children of Bangladesh under the table. It's fucked up, guys. Like, when you stand up for something, you have to realize what you're sitting down for. Yep.
The show's going to get canceled. Big thanks to Mybookie.
Big thanks to Mybookie. That was really the only big NFL news today. But like I said earlier, we're going to do things that the other big networks don't do. Like giving predictions for each division in the AFC.
Let's break down the AFC, Digz.
All right, we're going to start in the AFC North with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Good.
Thoughts?
They're going to be really good. Le'Veon Bell is not going to show up. He's going to be in strip clubs, smacking titties, smacking boobies, rapping, maybe show up week 8 for a nice 8-game run. But they're in a bad spot if Lev Bell isn't there, although James Conner beat cancer. I can't wait to see the drama unfold, Digz.
I got a little word for the Steeler fans.
Now, this is coming from a diehard Yinzer Steeler fan.
Yes, so I am pretty familiar with this team.
Yep.
You're going to hate Le'Veon for at least 8 weeks, and then you're going to love him again. AB is going to be AB. Steelers are going to lose to some team they shouldn't lose to, and you're going to call for Tomlin's head.
And Roethlisberger's.
Roethlisberger's going to get hurt at some point. He's going to miss 2 games.
That's his thing.
Backups are going to come in and be average. We'll go 1-1. Do not worry. In the end of the year, they will win the AFC North. You can put a lot of money on that, Mybookie.
Really?
Yeah. You don't
Right.
think they're going to win the division?
Cleveland Browns, Hard Knocks. They look good.
Bold prediction for the Cleveland Browns. They will not finish last in the division.
Yeah, bet the over.
You could
Hammer
take-
the over on the Browns.
You could take the bank on the Browns not finishing last in the division. The team that came in second last year in the division, the Ravens, 9-7. I just don't understand how Joe Flacco, when he looked like Bert from Bert and Ernie, with the worst haircut in the league and an eyebrow that went from his earlobe to his earlobe, how he can win a Super Bowl but then transform into a guy with a great haircut,
Andy Dalton,
solid ass tan,
Gordon Hayward,
and he becomes terrible.
I'm just naming off white dudes that have gotten attractive over time with money.
Correct.
Bing, bang, boom. I think Lamar Jackson coming in makes Flacco better. I think the Baltimore Ravens are going to be a good team. Not great. They got Justin Tucker, who's an absolute stud. Sam Cook for the brand, good things. But I do believe this is still the Steelers division.
Yeah, I think it's same old same for the Ravens. Flacco has struggled ever since he lost Anquan Bolden as like his only top.
No, he was an animal.
Anquan or Flacco?
Anquan Bolden.
Yeah, he's still an animal. Maybe not an animal, but he's still good.
He was like a
But
monster.
since then, he hasn't. They brought over Crabtree. Congratulations on a run of 5.2 40 and dropping like 8 balls a year.
Great routes, though.
Fast, speedy John Brown, fast John Brown. They brought him in. It's still like, and Willie Snead. It's still like a mixed bag of marbles that they brought in. Not worried about it.
That kid went to Ball State.
The Bengals. Team has a decent roster. I was looking at this morning, but they have a coach. When he goes into a restaurant, goes, "Excuse me, waiter, what's the most underwhelming item on your menu? Something I will be, I don't know, meh about." And he'll go, "Excuse me, Marvin, our mashed potatoes, people always are very underwhelmed by them," and Marvin immediately orders those.
This is a very deep metaphor for saying Marvin's boring. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
How does he still have a job? He got an extension, too. I think he signed an extension. They cut Pac-Man, so I don't really care anymore, to be honest. I enjoy watching Adam Jones just be Adam Jones. But I don't know how the Bengals are going to do. They got bad food. Carson Palmer wanted to leave. He almost quit football because of how bad their food was.
I mean, the D-line's really good. Their wide receiver core is pretty good. Like I said, they're talented, but I just don't. Marvin Lewis is terrible. What division you want to go to next?
Let's go to South.
AFC South. Last year won by the Jacksonville Jaguars. You want to start there?
The boat. Blake Bortles, high expectations. A lot of people feel that if the Jacksonville Jaguars would put more faith in the boat, they probably beat the Patriots. They're in the Super Bowl against the Eagles. Very crazy situation down there. Jalen Ramsey is sawing down the entire league, and I'm here for it. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars a lot.
I couldn't agree with you more, except for I hate the Jacksonville Jaguars. I wish Blake Bortles was not their quarterback.
Why?
They're setting football back about 30 years. They're back to like, let's just play defense, let's run the ball. Can't name a receiver on their team. Good luck.
Run the clip of Bortles saying that if he wasn't in the NFL, he'd be smoking cigarettes in a construction site.
What would you do if you weren't playing football?
If I wasn't playing football, working construction, ripping cigs.
How can you hate that guy?
No. Like I said, I wish he wasn't the quarterback of the team because I like him, hate the team. I think they fall back this year. I really do. Second or third in the division. They're not winning it.
That defense is too good.
They are. You know who else has a good defense?
The Houston Texans look unbelievable.
Also a very good defense.
Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson was up for Rookie of the Year last year. Dabo called him the Michael Jordan of football. Then he gets hurt. Bing, bang, boom. J.J. Watt on the shelf. Raised $42 million. They cut Shane Leckler. Don't know how I feel about it, but it seems as if there's a lot of momentum rolling in H-Town with Paul Wall.
They were putting up like 40 points a game before he got hurt last year. That makes me believe in them. And their defense is very good. DeAndre Hopkins is very good. Behind him, it's a little iffy. This whole division is iffy. I'm picking the Titans to win this division.
Really?
Yes.
Over the Colts. Andrew Luck coming back. T.Y. Hilton outside. Possibly Lev Bell trade.
Nah, not yet, my friends.
Yep.
The Colts are...
Lee Corso's still alive, by the way. Just found that out this weekend with your not so fast.
Not so fast, my friends. The Colts, I believe, are a couple years away.
Yeah, I think so. Chris Ballard is building something, I think. I have a lot of faith in the Ballard-Reich regime. I like what they're doing.
But the Titans...
You like the Titans, huh?
I do. Derrick Henry. They brought in Dion Lewis.
Bro, Derrick Henry looks like Thanos.
He's a monster.
Is that the name of that fucking superhero?
That's
Thanos. That's
their
who
defense
Derrick
is
Henry
good.
looks like.
They brought in Malcolm Butler. They got fucking Logan Ryan. They got fucking every other Patriots D-back they used to have.
Their punter, very underrated, too. Brett Curran, Ryan Suckup. One of the worst names in all of sports. Great kicker. I like what they do for the brand. The Titans are always that team.
I know.
That just seems like they're going to be. They got country musicians at the goddamn games. Then they're just like this close, and it just never happens.
One game away last year from winning the division. My only worry is there's a rumor going around the NFL that Marcus Mariota makes his bed in his hotel room, and I just don't know if I could trust a quarterback that does that. You understand?
I can see it.
I don't make my bed in my room, let alone a fucking hotel room where someone's paid to do it.
You know what? I will, actually. I don't like people coming into my room.
Oh, I'm untucked.
I go no service, do not disturb.
Yeah, from 6 days.
Moment of entrance to moment of leaving. There's no way you let somebody tuck in your sheets. What are you doing?
You want to go East Coast or West Coast?
Let's go West.
Here's the thing about going to the West Coast.
Yeah.
Half of this division is not in the West Coast.
It's weird, isn't it?
I don't like it.
It's like the Colts are in the South. Dolphins are in the East.
Don't like it.
Makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Let's start with the Broncos in this division.
Just like they're picking and choosing.
Broncos were last in this division last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think Case Keenum is going to be who he was for the other 18 years of his career.
They got rid of their problem, Paxton Lynch. Swag Kelly gets promoted.
Yep.
Love that. That only brings good things. Von Miller can still wreck a goddamn game.
D is still good.
And Tom McMahon is now their special teams
Special
coordinator.
teams is good.
Fourth downs are going to be. And they got Marquette. Let's not get crazy. Got Marquette. Brandon McManus got rich last year, kind of hit a slump, but he's back this year. I think special teams, defense are lock. Let's just see what can happen on the offensive side of the ball, Digz.
Because like last year with the Vikings, Case Keenum has weapons in Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas. They got some young running backs.
Could be good.
Denver could be good.
And visiting teams, you go to Denver.
Mile High.
Well, not even that. I'm talking about the weed being legal.
That too.
And it's tough to stay focused night before. When you got a dispensary right outside of the hotel. Don't go to the dispensaries when we're in Colorado. It's against the law and league rules.
Did they say that too?
Yeah. Okay.
You couldn't even visit to like look at them?
No. I locked myself in my room, shut the blinds, so because I could see one out my goddamn window. I could see one. Mm-hmm. A guy with a gun out front, the whole thing. I could see it. I'm like, I would like to go there. But I think that's an advantage.
Let's go to Gruden's team.
What are they doing? Roll the clip about what Gruden said about Khalil Mack. Basically, like, yeah, we offered him nothing more with the Bears.
First of all, I'd like to wish Khalil well. He was a great player for us, a great person, a great teammate. I did have contact with him yesterday too, exchanging, our best wishes to him and thanking him for being a great Oakland Raider. But the negotiation was what it was. It was tough. It was a long process. We talked about it daily. We made an offer. I don't believe we were anywhere close to where the Bears were. And the Bears made us an offer that we thought was really unique. And very, very tough to say goodbye to a great player. But here we are today.
The guy won Defensive Player of the Year in his second or third year in the league. He's made the Pro Bowl pretty much every single year.
Nope, their defense was bad with him on the team last year. That's what Gruden said.
They're going to be terrible without them. They traded the Steelers for Martavis Bryant for a third-round pick. Cut him. He's going to fail a test here soon, it seems like. They got it Jordy, and that's pretty much all.
They said they don't have enough cash flow to pay Khalil Mack. That's a sad situation.
Absurd.
The black hole Raider Nation does not deserve that. Al Davis.
Maybe you shouldn't have paid your coach $100 million.
Something to think about.
Hasn't coached in 10 years.
Something to think about.
Chiefs.
I like the Chiefs. Tyreek Hill. Anytime Tyreek Hill is on the field, you go ahead and shit your pants if you're on the other team. That's exactly what you do. You just stop everything you're doing. You look at him. Then you think of everything he could possibly do to you. And then you just shit your pants.
Agreed. Here's my thing with the Chiefs. Where is Kansas City? Is Kansas City a real city? Has anyone been to Kansas City ever? It seems like a fake city to me.
I had a barbecue there.
Are you sure?
It could have been in another town.
Has anyone ever been to Kansas City?
That's something to think about. Because I'm assuming that the Arrowhead Stadium is not in Kansas City.
No, I mean, they have a good arch. They've got a good arch. It looks good.
That's St. Louis.
Whatever. Same. I don't think Kansas City's a real city. And I'll tell you this.
I think there's two Kansas cities. Actually, I don't even think there's just
one's in Missouri, one's in Kansas. See?
Look at you.
It's a fake fucking city.
Wizard.
I don't trust Patrick Mahomes, and here's why.
This is wild. Andy Reid traded out.
His arm's too strong.
He does have
It's too strong. He's going to take too many risks because he thinks he could fit the ball in any hole in the field. I don't trust him.
I like that guns a-blazing attitude, just for future reference. Take shots.
It didn't work for Jamarcus Russell.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes is Jamarcus Russell? That's unbelievably racist, what you just did. He's wearing Nikes, too. Remember that. Remember that.
Chargers.
I like the Chargers. They always get hurt, though. And they're the second fiddle in L.A. They decide to move. The Rams get hot somehow out of nowhere. Chargers become second fiddle in L.A. They still have Phillip Rivers. I like them a lot. I like them a lot.
To your point, they have a lot of talent, but I don't trust Phillip Rivers. He doesn't make good decisions.
Yo, how old is Antonio Gates?
He's 47, but he's back.
Yeah, he is.
Because Hunter Henry got hurt. But I don't trust Phillip Rivers because he's never made a good decision. He has 18 kids, pull out once every once in a while. He commutes 3 hours a day from San Diego to LA.
Does he still do that?
In his Pornhub-sponsored wagon.
Oh, you're saying he beats his shit?
Yeah. What do you think he's doing watching in there?
Game film. That's why Phillip Rivers is good, Diggs.
I just don't trust Phillip Rivers.
You know what? I'm always a fan of Phillip Rivers because he talks shit. Like, I love it. His release is so weird.
He also throws the ball like a shot put.
But his stats are unbelievable every single year. And everybody talks about how good he is all the time. I mean, I've never been around him. I don't see him on TV, but they always talk about how good he is. So
all that being said, I don't know. This is the hardest division to pick for me. I think it's Denver. I think I'm going Denver. Even though I hate Case Keenum.
I'm going with Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. Andy Reid is too goddamn good of a coach in regular season not to win the division. In the playoffs, no chance. But in the regular, and Cole quit punting over there. Yeah, Tyreek Hill though is special.
The fastest dude I watched in the preseason clip.
2nd and 5. Mahomes, he's got a strong arm. He's going to air it out down the field. Has Hill with the catch and the touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes threw a ball 75 yards, basically off his back foot. Tyreek Hill beat 3 defenders by 10 yards.
You can run that every play. You can run that every single play. Unless they jam them with like a D lineman, you could run that every. Shane Leckler told me, have you played Kansas City yet? No. Whenever you do, as soon as you get the snap, turn directly sideways and punt it out of bounds. Because if Tyreek Hill catches the ball, he's going to kill you. And Shane Leckler played for 400 years in this league. And he kicked to everybody. Devin Hester, Deshaun Jackson, you name it. He hate me. He probably punted to at one point. And he said, Tyreek Hill, you get the ball and punt it straight out of bounds. So that has to mean something.
It does.
I like the Chiefs a lot.
All right.
And those Andy Reid coming through like Kool-Aid Man, it's back this year. It's back. He's going to be rejuvenated. See you Wednesday.
Last and final division. Let me give you a little stat for the AFC East. There's 4 teams in the NFL who are plus 15,000 to win the Super Bowl. Those are the worst. 3 of them come from the AFC East.
Bills Mafia does not deserve that.
Let me say something a little bit about the Bills if we're going to start there.
Yeah.
Super happy they picked Nathan Peterman over Josh Allen. Nobody throws a more catchable ball in the NFL than Nathan Peterman.
Yep, I actually talked about that. I put a little tweet out there, went viral. People are stealing it from me. Foxy, put it up. Smart thinking. All touchdowns and all interceptions. Now you don't even need a punter. Do I hate it because it's like fantasy football getting rid of the punter?
True.
I do, but I respect the move. And what if Peterman's really good? You said there's a chance of him being good.
I'm going to use this word, game manager.
He threw 5 picks in one fucking half. That is managing. That is not managed. That's the opposite of game.
He was a rookie. It was his first half. He obviously impressed if they threw him over Tyrod for that game when Tyrod was healthy. I just think he's got a bright future.
Then Tyrod, by the way, kudos to us pronouncing his name right.
You're welcome, Tyrod.
How about Tyrod being benched, then brings back? Andy Dalton gets him into the playoffs. Tyrod gets him into the playoffs. Then they trade him away. They must have hated him up there, huh? I like Tyrod.
Too good of a guy.
I like Tyrod on Hard Knocks. I don't know why Bills hated him.
I love him.
Bills Mafia, though, is going to be Super Bowl champs of fans. Again. And again. The dildo toss, the tables. I love Bills Mafia.
They're the absolute best fan base in the league. And
Dolphins, not good.
Dolphins, they're not good, and they don't even have a coach doing coke to make them exciting this year.
That offensive lineman, the offensive line coach, that guy was the best. Impregnated a prostitute. First thing.
Line of coke right off the table. Here's the thing. The Dolphins are rumored to keep 4 quarterbacks. That doesn't matter. Brock Osweiler is a seed within that locker room. He will find a way to start 6 games this year and ruin that team.
Oh, I was going to say win. The Broctagon taking him on the Brocket ship to Happy Town. Danny Amendola goes to Miami.
Yes.
Ups the handsomeness of the team.
Yeah.
They get rid of Jarvis Landry in turn, though.
Gone.
Very interesting moves.
Not a lot of weapons on that team. They're in a bad spot.
Couldn't even guess what the head coach's name is.
Adam Gase. He was the offensive coordinator in Green Bay.
And for Peyton, right?
And maybe Peyton. Not sure about that one. I'm just happy I knew his name.
You should. It's
Jets.
I love the Jets. I absolutely love Jets. Gary Vee said he's going to buy them one day. Gary Vaynerchuk. That's his goal. He sells K-Swiss shoes. He sells wine. He gives motivational speeches on Instagram. Also, he can buy the Jets one day, and that's something I can get behind.
Here's the thing that I can't get behind on the Jets. Backup quarterback Josh McCown is tutoring Sam Darnold. Josh McCown once came out with an anti-porn campaign, and I don't trust anyone who does that. If he is infiltrating Sam Darnold's brain at this point of his career, I don't know how high this.
Know that.
Yeah.
You ever see McCown hoop?
Yeah, it's very good.
Play the clip. You'd never think a guy that is that good at basketball would hate porn. You'd think the complete opposite. I didn't know that. I think it's slander. You might be lying. Sam Darnold seems to be good. And the Jets could be in the market for Lev Bell next year. His agent said it on our show. That would be a fun match for him, if hypothetically.
Last but not least.
Good toss. That one was your best toss yet.
The Patriots. The evil empire that is the Patriots.
Is this it for the Patriots, Digz?
No, and I'll tell you why. I just gave you the stat about how bad the rest of the division is. So they guaranteed have 6 wins right there. They're going to find 4 wins somewhere else. They're fine. They'll be in the playoffs. They'll probably be in the AFC Championship somehow. And I looked at their roster and I'm like, how? It's Tom and Bill. And Gronk. You don't think so? Say it. Say it.
Tom's throwing footballs on yachts. You know? Bill's showing up at the Minnesota Timberwolves game wearing a top hat, Super Bowl week. He's got his girlfriend. They're very public. You know?
You think they're done?
Everything seems different this year than it normally is. I understand Tom Brady, greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
I understand that the Super Bowl should be called the Belichick because he's the greatest coach of all time.
Disagree.
Who do you think is the greatest coach?
I don't know. Lombardi just sounds good. It's got an Italian name. Let's just not change it.
Okay. I like the mystique of Lombardi. Belichick, greatest coach of all time.
Probably.
But everything just seems different this year. I don't know. And I know this is what people say every single year, and this might be on like Cold Takes or something sometime, but it just feels different this year than the normal, buttoned-up, methodical, almost militant Patriots. It's different this year, Digz. And you know what that means? So much parity in the AFC, I can't stand it. Who will end up at the mountaintop, Digz? We'll never know.
You still haven't won in the division, though, right?
Yeah. Yep. Probably first-round bye, too.
That was Quick Hits with Pat and Digz. AFC predictions. Come back tomorrow, 8 p.m. We're going to do the NFC. Thursday, we're going to give you some gambling picks. Big thank you to MyBookie, promo code PAT.
Yep. 100% match, up to
100% match. Thank you very much. This was the inaugural episode of Quick Hits with Pat and Digz.
Hey, see ya.